She's as cold as ice. She lowered her body temperature.
Whoa.
Oh my God, she looks great. Today we are reacting to episode 19 of Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. Last week, it was Renji's time to show up and show out, but this week, it's Rukia's time. At least I hope so.
Yeah, I read somewhere that it was 11 years since Rukia's had a fight in the anime. And
she's
correct
long
me if I'm
overdue.
wrong, but yeah, she's long overdue. I'm
she
very
showed
excited.
up with Renji last week, both looking fresh as hell. Also looking like they were ready for the X Games, but looking good nonetheless. This week's episode, I mean, it's going to be Rukia versus another Stern Ritter for sure. We just don't know which one. Excited to find out. Curiouser, though, that on Hulu at least, Ichigo is in the thumbnail.
Spoiler.
Oh, he's in the thumbnail of this week's episode. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it today with our reaction to episode 19, The White Haze. Love the fit. Too many layers.
I got too much shit on me.
72-layer barrier. So he's going back already? Whoa.
Stairway to heaven.
That looks crazy.
It's like, can I just jump down? Do I
He's like,
have
yeah,
to
dude.
go down all those stairs?
A week? Ichigo's
So funny.
he stays doing this shit.
Hell yeah.
He did jump. He seems lighter.
He really does. I was going to say he seems a little more mature,
Yeah.
you know?
Never gets old.
It's the sound for me. It's the sound of the actual suit for me. So casually? Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, dude.
You might hear the stairs in the background. It's don't worry about it.
What's good, guys? Yeah, sorry if the reception's a little bad. I'm falling from the sky right now. He is calm, cool, and collected. Even saying it might sound cocky, but
He's not as frantic because he knows he's got this. Like, he has confidence within himself. Like, he is...
yeah.
Not that he didn't before, but it's just different.
Bro, my man broke the sound barrier.
Oh...
That's Psycho. She's going up against that Psycho.
The Marilyn Manson. Oh, shit.
Oh my God. The scales of judgment. Oh my God. I mean, I guess those who fail and don't succeed get freaking taken out.
They die. Yeah.
Ruthless.
Survival of the fittest.
Well, he absorbs their power, but it's also his soul or their soul?
It's both. It's like his soul that he gave to them to live, but then once they die, he takes
it
that
back.
knowledge and soul back.
You made the same pact. That's why you always gotta ask before you drink something like that. Drink blood.
Damn it.
Oh my God.
Do not touch her.
The sound in the headphones is crazy.
Oi.
Rukia, fuck this freak up.
The Pennywise of the Stern Ritters, if you will. If you won't, Marilyn Manson.
What the hell happened? Whoa!
My girl's fearless.
God damn. Woo! Let's go! Hell yeah.
袖の白雪の本当の力を引き出せるようになったとはいえ、まだ体をなじませるのに時間がかかる。凍らせたからなんだ。言ったはずだ。恐怖は氷じゃ防げない。僕の恐怖は傷口から侵入するのではない。わずかでも肌に触れれば、そこから溶けて染み込んでいく。
She's fucked.
人は誰しも安心を覚える対象と恐怖を覚える対象とを持っている。安心を覚える場所に踏み入った時、なぜ安心するのかと尋ねても、なんとなくなどと答えて安全としないことばかり。
Oh my god.
覚える場所に踏み入れば、どんなバカでも恐怖の理由は明々白々。恐怖の理由を羅列する。すべての安心は生に、すべての恐怖は死に結びつくからだ。
That's crazy.
理由を答えられないものも、死にたくない理由なら答えられるのと同じこと。すべての生命は
Oh my god. He's fucked up.
恐怖を本能的に避けるようにできている。命ある
He's about to OD on fear right now.
逃れるために生き、恐怖が通じないわけなどないのだ。お前に命がある限りは。ああ。だから私に恐怖は通じぬのだ。
My girl ain't scared of nothing.
今の私には命がないと言っているのだ。
What?
Wait, what?
Girl, what are you talking about?
どういうことだ。袖の白雪は切っ先から陶器を発する刀ではなかった。袖の白雪は所有者自身の肉体を氷点以下
Oh shit.
触れるものみな凍りつく。肉体を氷点下になどすれば生命活動を維持できない。そうだ。今の私は死んでいる。
What?
私は自らの霊視を制御することで一時的に肉体を殺す術を手にしたのだ。この肉体の中では全ての分子
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah.
肉体に染み入った恐怖も体表でその動きを止める。
Oh.
Yo.
Ooh.
マイナス18度。血液は凍結。
Ice cold.
Is this the piano coming?
Ice cold.
マイナス50度。私の足に触れる地面内部の水が氷結し、氷心を起こす。絶対0度。少し急がせてもらう。この温度での私の活動限界は
For 4 seconds.
Jesus.
マイナス80。
Bruh.
解除に時間をかけねば大組織が崩壊するか。わずかに4秒を超えてしまったか。恐怖。
Oh, the fear set
I
in.
mean, there's no way it was going to be that easy.
呼吸というのは苦しいものだ。天国ってのは呼吸の苦しくないところかな。地獄ってのは今よりもっと苦しいところなのかな。そうだとしたら怖いな。
生き残った者よ。お前
Like a vampire.
And that's crazy that his mask is like comes from like a hospital mask or a respirator mask. Oh my god.
Whoa.
Oh.
You've heard of heart on your sleeve. Get ready for heart in your throat, bitch.
Holy shit.
This is disturbing.
Some sort of like undead zombie. I don't know what.
Looks like one of the what are they called from Pinhead?
Oh right. Yeah. I don't know what they're called either, but yeah, from Hellraiser. Yo, this episode is crazy. God damn.
Come on, Rukia. Come on,
Snap
Rukia.
out of it. You got this. You've been
have
training.
it, please.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Byakuya showed up.
Oh.
He's back.
He said, "Leave my girl alone.
Leave my sister alone." I still want Rukia to be the one that fucks this guy up.
Yeah.
Even though it's so good seeing Byakuya again. What the hell is that? Fat? Fat cells? That's just scary to me, dude.
Bankai. K も一度は私の挽回を手にしたならば知っているはずだ。これは視界。ただの千本桜だ。
Oh shit. Yup.
私は千本桜の真髄を
Yup.
今一度見極めることができた。絆とはすべて天描画のようなもの。離れて初めて真の姿を知ることができる。
This is some real heady shit right now.
Rukia, ここへ降りてくる途中、ずっとお前の冷圧を感じていた。強くなったな、Rukia。
Sick.
Aww.
兄様が私を強くなったと。
恐怖とは無から生まれるものではない。心の中のわずかな不安を侵食されて生まれるものだ。まだ恐怖はあるか、Rukia。
いいえ。
そうか、終わりか。だがすまぬ。K を倒すのは私ではない。
Bro, she's about to pop off.
こちらの心に恐怖がなければ、そこに映るのは奴自身の怯えだけだ。
Yo, I love when they say it quietly like that. It's just powerful.
Damn.
僕は死ぬのかな。怒らないで。怖い。
Bro, this is sad as fuck. Like, why?
Ooh. Holy shit.
Damn! God damn, Rukia! Cold. She's as cold as ice. She lowered her body temperature.
Whoa.
Oh my god, she looks crazy! What the hell?
Oh, I love it.
And the music again. That's fucking crazy. Show is a masterpiece, dude. Never been. Wow, dude. Holy fuck, man. That was powerful. That was powerful. Yeah, where is he? Whoa! Okay. Bleach is in its horror bag.
For real.
Wow. That was fucking powerful, dude. Powerful, beautiful, incredible. What an amazing episode. I mean, I was so excited to see Rukia come in. And when Byakuya showed up, as excited as I was for him to get there,
he let go.
I loved that, dude. I was like, oh man, is he going to come in and is he going to, be the one to take this Stern Ritter out? But no, he let Rukia finish it. And I think that was so important and so cool to see.
Well, it was so also meaningful because, we saw in the beginning when his Bankai did get stolen by the Stern Ritter.
Right.
That was, crazy because Byakuya is so powerful, and Rukia saw that too as damn, I need to step up my shit, because if I don't, if Byakuya can, I can never fucking say
Byakuya.
BB, I'll call him BB.
Yeah.
If he gets his, if he gets it stolen, then I have to step up because he's super powerful, and I need to get to his level. So for him to acknowledge how strong she's become, not only for the people that she's trying to save, Orihime and Chad and everyone in Soul Society, Ichigo, but also for him, also for him too, because it's been a thing in the whole, all of Bleach of, in the beginning, when we first get to Soul Society, Byakuya kind of treats her coldly, and we find out why, but she's looked up to him. This is her only family.
Right. I mean,
her tie,
And she was going through it a lot too. You know, she's always fighting people that are trying to get in her head, dude. In her a Rancor or Spada fight, it took the form of her previous captain and was trying to mess with her. Bro, she's always,
psychological damage.
It's always psychological warfare when people step up against Rukia for some reason. But
it was so meaningful that she was the one to be able to take him out because of what, he did to Byakuya in the past. And she was like, you know what, I'm doing this for me, but for you, for everyone. And he let her have that for herself.
Yes.
And that's what I really enjoyed. It would have been cool, obviously, to see them fight together, but it wasn't about that. It was about I've acknowledged that you've gotten to a different level.
I think about it too, the symbolism behind even her Bankai, which I think is beautiful. And this is just upon first and initial viewing, but it almost felt like he was saying, first of all, two things. The first, that fear comes from these insecurities within ourselves, So the more insecure we are, the more fearful we become. So even him kind of telling her how strong she has become, and her hearing that from him made her more confident in her strength, therefore made her less fearful. So that was really powerful in its own right. But then secondary to that, you have her Bankai, which is essentially her having to die, right? To be able to activate its power. Sacrificing herself has been something that Rukia has always done. It's how this series started, she sacrificed herself and put herself, up on the chopping block. When the gang had to go rescue her from Soul Society, it was all part of a bigger plan, but still, she was the one who made that choice, and so that's why I think there's even beauty in that, and the way that it works, and how she has to slowly and carefully sort of come back,
thaw herself out,
because of how extreme and intense this like process is. And that's what differentiates it against something like Hitsugaya's Bankai, which is a similar like ice. He has like ice type Bankai as well. But I mean, even this form that we see her at in the end is, I don't know why, and no pun intended, but it gave me chills, dude. It gave me literal chills. I also don't even want to ignore the fact that we got to see the Stern Reader F, I believe, right, in the real world, suffering from some sort of like terminal condition that was affecting their breathing, and Yuha Bach showing up in their hospital room. The for some reason, you know, I felt really, really bad for him, and maybe the worst I've felt for any other Stern Reader.
Well, he was just like, his whole ability was what exactly like the insecurities that you have within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was built off of like his own fears. So he was like always fearful. So he's like, let me make other people fearful too. But I mean, I guess I feel bad, but
well, I guess I say
it
that
showed
because
more
fear, and that whole speech about how he was on the brink of death and he was pondering what came after, right? Saying that would hell be worse than what he's going through now at this point or at that point. And so it's just crazy because Yuha Bach and that whole speech that he gave about people not really knowing why they want to live, but being able to tell you immediately why they don't want to die. And that framing of that, like, that was so incredibly well written and really, I mean, this show, and this series, I should say, because it exists in the manga too, like the writing is so powerful. It's so moving. But he delivered that whole speech, and Yuha Bach was his savior and gave him life, gave him something beyond the pain that he was experiencing and fearful of continuing to experience for the rest of his life. I don't know. So I don't feel like super bad for him. I'm just saying I empathize more with him more than a lot of the other Stern Ridders, more than freaking James and Mask, dude. They were funny as hell though. And actually James and Mask were really cool too. Being more explained to us in the comments of last week, and saying that James was the Quincy.
Yeah.
And like Mask was his sort of like
idea
of what a true hero,
or what he could, like, what he should be, like,
right. So even like Renji, like setting it up so that Mask would take James out at a certain point. I mean, that's all like in the layers. That's insane too, dude.
Like you said at the end, like, it's like horror bag time. Like, yes, I love this direction. And yeah, I just like, I love horror, so I'm like, it's very scary. This episode, and like, I'm sure the next one will be little horror-esque, and the
visuals were on another level too.
I mean,
really
it's like every episode.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, for sure.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Like, every episode that we've gotten, this core has been like what? Like, off the charts.
Yeah.
Like, there hasn't been one like episode that's been like slow.
I don't feel that at all. Yeah.
Like, wow. Like, every episode. I mean, again, we say it every time, but like, yeah, the music and it's just so powerful and like,
think
perfect.
That was, I don't know if it's Rukia's theme, it might be, but it's so iconic to me. And they kind of did a remixed or slightly different version of it in this episode, and they changed it from like pianos to being like a string instrument of some sort. But just that is so iconic that, and I'm gonna butcher it right now, but it's like, you know,
yeah, that was
it's so like beautiful, dude. It's so beautiful. So that was really cool hearing that again. And let's not forget either the beginning of this episode. Like, Ichigo is back.
Before they even
on his
said
way back
in the episode, they're like, yeah, he's changed. Like, I already felt like it was just different. Like, when he came up and he was like, you know, like, oh, why do I have to wear this layers? But, you know, literally just accepting. Like, before, you know, we would have had a little crack of like, oh yeah, it's gonna take a week, and he'd be like, a week? Oh my god, what do you mean? Like, why are you telling me this now? Like, oh, you know, just like a little gag or whatever. Him like not believing it's gonna take a week. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Or him like stressing out about it.
Like,
you know, him being like, like,
how am I gonna do this?
Yeah,
but
we don't have time.
Yeah, but this time he was like, okay, so it's gonna take me a day. Cool.
Yeah.
Thanks.
A day and a half or something like that.
So like if it's a week, then it's a day. Yeah, it's like if it was a day, then it'd be an hour. Like, bro, like he speed runs everything, but he's just so confident. And even talking to Urahara on the phone, like he was just like, whatever is happening there, whatever's already happened, just know when I fucking land, I'm gonna take care of it.
Yeah.
And period. Like period. And he went.
And Urahara's like,
okay.
They didn't show, I don't, in my memory, they didn't show his entire face, but they showed the look in his eyes.
Well, that was enough.
Yeah. And he was like, oh, fuck. I feel like he could feel it too.
Yeah, it went big and then he like laughed. Like, he was like, okay. Like, okay. Like bitch, okay?
Urahara didn't even question it.
No.
He was like, bet.
No, he wasn't like, but you realize that.
No.
The Quincy, I mean, he was just like, okay.
All right. I'll see you when you get here. It was so crazy because he almost had this like half smile on his face. He definitely felt lighter. You said mature. I mean, that maturity, that lightness. I mean, it just came off. And when he was even talking to Urahara, he mentioned, I don't want to be cocky, like just so aware of even like how he's coming off and like wanting to be better than that. I guess, things that come with time and age and just like confidence, very confident because he's gained this power. And how powerful is this power if he's just like not sweating about anything? I mean, he did jump down because he was like, oh fuck, I don't have time to walk down the stairs, but it wasn't in a frantic sort of way. It was like, all right, well,
I'm not doing that. It started 3 hours ago. He was like, okay, if I fall.
Well, no, I think they were saying like, yeah, you just finished training 3 hours ago or something like that.
No, the Quincy's already began attack. I think 3 hours ago. He's like, fuck, okay, well, falling will take me 30 minutes.
Yeah. Crazy.
Or whatever the hell. And he's like breaking the sound barrier going down.
And I think all of them are back now. Rukia's back, Byakuya's back, Renji's back, and now Ichigo's on his way back.
So we just need Orihime and Chad.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't. I love them, dude. I want them to be there. I want them to do something, but I don't know where
would they be? Like, what would they be doing? Like, I guess Orihime could like help.
Orihime and Chad, I think the significance of them being there is when Ishida and Ichigo have their confrontation. I think it would be, it would be a powerful moment with just the two of them. But I think like having Chad and Orihime there would make it more powerful. The more
I think that Ishida obviously learns about the Stern Ritters and learns about Yuha Bach and like, how they deal with things and how connected he is to Yuha Bach now. Like, I feel I'm more confident in saying that the more we see, the more he sees that he is going to switch up towards the end. Like, the more he sees,
he had a look of shock in his eyes when he saw what was going
on for the execution. Yeah. Look of shock when he was told how Yuha Bach came to be, which we still don't fucking know because it was like, one of those.
Yeah,
hit us with one of those silences.
And I meant to go back too because there was another comment that was very, very like they were kind enough to not spoil anything, but said like if you want to know or if you want more of a clue, like go back and rewatch the first episode of this core and really try to like understand or try to like just like see for yourself if you can kind of ascertain anything. And so I meant to do that, but I just didn't have the time to do that. But I want to go back and watch that because we did learn a bit more about what he was doing, which was like giving his soul.
Yeah.
And I guess it was a part of him.
I think it's like it's like vampire logic, right? When
okay. There was blood involved.
There's like certain vampires, I think, that if they turn you, like if I were to turn you into a vampire, right. You would have to like, I'm like the head honcho,
right?
Like, and I think in some lore, like you would have to like follow me, and if you don't, like say, it's like some magic involved or something. Like everyone, you have like you have my like blood, so I can like, control you.
Yeah. Like who, like you would in that scenario be like my master, and I would be your apprentice, I guess, or I would be your follower, soldier, footstool. The list goes on. Yeah. Trash.
But yeah. So I think maybe there's some logic there because he is just turning people in the hospital. He's like, "Oh, you survived. Let me give you some my soul, a little bit of power."
Yeah.
And then now, it's like a blood contract. Like, well, I got you.
Yeah.
And you can't disobey me because I will kill you and end you.
And it does seem like and I could be off, but this is just me trying to piece things together in the the best I can. That he is like giving them some of his soul, right? That is awakening these powers within them, and they are going off with that piece of his soul, gaining strength, gaining power, and then
gaining knowledge. Literally everything that they've seen, learned, heard, like goes right back into him.
When they fail, and not even when they die, like when they just don't accomplish, when they lose a fight, then he takes that back from them, essentially killing them and then gaining all of that knowledge, gaining all of that
power. I mean, that's how, literally, like, I think all of them are just like that, like puppets. Like, it's like they're like, he is going to, at the end of the day, whoever left standing, it could be any of the Sternritters, whoever is like killed, you know, a lot of Soul Reapers, gone against captains, whatever, like, once they like accomplish all of that and they do so much, he's gonna be like, okay, thank you so much for that. Slice. And then he's just gonna take it because it's like, I can do what you can do, but better.
Yeah.
Like, I am more powerful than you, period. But if I take a little bit of that extra, I'm gonna be even more powerful. So I don't really need you. Like, you're all expendable to me. And that's what's kind of crazy about like the difference between like him and the Sternritters versus like the Soul Reapers, and because they work as a team, you know, everyone's knowledge can help each other out, which is whereas he is like, I'm just using them as like pretty much like, you know, like soldiers and dolls until I can just like put them back inside and then I can just be the ultimate being,
right?
Which is, crazy. I think Ishida sees that too.
Well, yeah, that's why even the look on his eyes when he was realizing like what was happening, he was like, damn, even on like, I think the phrase was like, these are valuable assets. Like, why are you doing this? Like, this makes no, like, even on a strategic level, this makes no sense.
But it makes sense because it's like,
but it does make sense. And he just is kind
of only like needs himself.
Yeah. And he's slowly starting to learn that. But again, the look on his face is is more evidence as to him like walking away once he realizes like what is really going on, and maybe not, but you know, I mean, he just looked a little shook is all in that moment. But we'll see, man. We'll see. It looks like Ichigo is going to be there. It looks like the next episode might not be Ichigo finally returning. He might towards the end of that episode, but it looks like we're going to be getting another fight at least at the beginning.
And how many episodes do we have left in the core?
So
like 5?
I was kind of just like planning it out for like scheduling purposes, and I think there's going to be like 5, maybe 6. I think like 5 or 6, something like that. But I know it ends. This core should end if it's on a similar timeline as the last core. It should end next month, towards the very end of next month. So I do think that there's a high likelihood that he'll make it back at the end of this episode, but I think we're gonna get to see another fight. I wonder what like Kenny's up to and how that's gonna play out too. Super exciting stuff. But I think that's probably gonna do it for this reaction and this discussion. Overall, another fantastic episode, a really different type of episode, not as action heavy necessarily. It was more of a psychological like head trip, really like really like horror aesthetics. And I really enjoy that. Like, I enjoy both of those things, and I love that Bleach can do all of these things, and these fights can be so different in all the ways that they are. Absolutely fantastic, stunning. Love seeing our girl Rukia really like step up and handle fucking business. Let's be real. And I always like to mention here as well, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It's free. It's very low effort, and it really does mean the world to us. You could even say when you hit it, you could go Bankai and then hit it, and like kind of like, or you could subscribe, kind of like that.
We should have that at the end of the videos. Subscribe.
yeah. Or you could say like Rukia in this episode. Yeah. Subscribe. Sick. That's so sick. I mean, that's, yeah.
Or you could just say Bankai before you click. Whatever you want to say, it doesn't really matter as long as you click the button.
I mean, it really genuinely helps us out. Yeah. It helps like our videos reach more Bleach fans and
liking, commenting, all that stuff helps us out so much. It acts as a free tip to us in our channel. If you cannot support us financially, that is something that you can do for absolutely free. And if we missed anything, if we didn't catch anything, if there's something that you wanted to like make sure we saw, because we always
or
read the
understood
comments
better or understand better. Yeah.
We read the comics. We read the comments on every video so that next time we have more knowledge, because we aren't necessarily like reading the manga at the same time we're watching the anime. So that would be very helpful.
Yeah, we just want to go in to each new episode as blind as possible, so like getting all that. And it's, I mean, as it goes with like anything, it's been a long time since we read everything. And for the most part, it's all very fresh in our minds. But that's why we went through all of it and reread it as recently as we did. But even still, there will always be a few things that, you might forget about or maybe need reminding of. So that's why like those comments are so helpful. So helpful. And if you are looking for another way to support going the extra mile, then you can become a Patreon member or a YouTube member to get early access to videos, access to our entire backlog of reactions, and for these reactions and every reaction, uncut, unedited, uncensored versions of these episodes, all available on our lowest tier on both places, patreon.com/volume1pod, or clicking join somewhere next to the subscribe button on this video. There'll be links in the description below as well.
Yeah, we're reacting to Bleach on our main channel. We do have another channel called Volume 1 Plus. We're going through all of Gurren Lagann at the moment.
Yep.
So if you wanted to watch those unedited, and even before they come out, you can go subscribe over there as well.
Yeah, hell yeah. But that's going to do it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for hanging out. You guys are the fucking best. The only thing left to do is to get out of here on our outro that's always the same and never changes, which today, Mehgan, is something about Rukia. Rukia coming in hot, doing the damn thing.
Rukia, more like Wukia.
I don't like
for
that.
Like a W.
I mean, that is a W.
And then it's like, like you can't pronounce R's. Like a little kid that can't pronounce R's. It's like woo.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
No, you don't like it.
I don't love it.
I was just thinking off the top of my head.
No, I respect it.
Our ice queen.
Our ice queen. She does look like an ice queen.
Our ice
right
queen
here.
slayed the house down.
She's as cold as ice. Activate her Bankai. Oh yeah. We all scream for ice queen. That's a mouthful. I scream, you scream, we all scream for the ice queen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you for watching. Thank you for any and all ways you show your support. And until next time,
I scream, you scream, we all scream for our ice queen. I was like R.
Yeah, I was going to say
like general DR.
Yours might have been better, more inclusive, more declarative, I guess. But even still, she looks so fucking sick. She looks majestic, regal, royal.
I love it.